Anyting Goes Podcast, man. It's your boy, Sean Peoples. I'm here with Sharp, man. I'm here with Mr. Razor. Hey, people, listen to me, man. If you like our vibes, you like the movement, like, subscribe, share, comment in the comment section. Ring the notification bell so you can keep up with everything that we got going on. Jump in the community tab and vote. And also, remember that the community tab is where we give out information on what's going on with the channel. And we got a lot of stuff going on with the channel, so you got to check in there to keep up with everything that we got going on. Sometimes we might be giving away some free stuff up there, so if you don't check in, you ain't gonna know. And also, we sitting down thinking about Thursday nights, the Thursday night lives, trying to do something special for you guys on the Thursday night lives. So we trying to come up with something special that we can give to y'all. So don't forget to jump on Thursday night lives. And yo, my brothers, what y'all got going on today, man? What's going on with you, Sharp, man?
That's good, people. Living and loving life. It's a beautiful day, man.
Definitely. Razor, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, man. There, man. Sharp man says it's a beautiful day, but it's a beautiful hot day. You see it?
The weather, man. Give us the weather. So what else I got for the rest of the week for the man? Slight chance of rain or a slight
rain the next day, and then back to normal hot.
They know what's the thing though.
Hey, man.
Let's talk about flossing culture, my brother. When we think about flossing, we think about spending money, throwing away money frivolously, BMF style, blowing money fast. Do we think flossing culture is hurting the Black community? Do we think that flossing culture is giving the Black community a irresponsible view on how life works and how one should spend money? Razor, I'm gonna start with you, my brother. What do you think about this whole flossing culture thing, and what do you think is the root of it? Where do you think it derives from? Do you think it comes from us being from more of a poor background, so when we start getting a little bit of cash, we have to show it off, or it's just out of control? Explain to me what you think.
I think it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of being poor. We don't have nothing. That's one. Then in the culture, when you watch the music videos, you social media, you see somebody driving a nice car, you know what I'm saying? You go to the club, you see them, go off and spending money, so it's a combination of all of that, Do I think it's hurting the community? Absolutely. 100%. I think when you get some money, you should be thinking how to invest that money, how to get a house, get something that's gonna have some long-term jeopardy that's gonna be beneficial in the long run.
I just want to say, I'm gonna invest my money in these chicks tonight. Howling, flossing.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. We know you got money over there to waste, so
Hey man, stop telling people lies, man. The devil is a liar.
I think it's definitely hurting the community. We have to get to a place where we have to learn how to manage our money better. Because we have heard of people taking $5,000, turning it into 100,000, millions. So we have to start looking in that place. And like you said, us as a community, like you, me, Sharpman, we got to come together as one. I might only have 5,000. You might have 5,000, and Sharp might have 5,000. We could bring that together as a community and invest it. So sometimes it's not. So sometimes we all could take a risk together and not just one person. And I think we have to lean into that setting. So we all could do things and make money together. So we shouldn't just be thinking about just spending the money and buying a $60,000-$70,000 cars when you don't even have a house. Come together as one and collectively we can be something, and that's where I think we need to start putting our mindset and go in that direction.
I think I kind of leaded you with the question a little bit. I didn't mean to do that. Let's stick to the flossing part of it. You think that it's hurting the community? It's hurting the community. How in what way do you feel like it's hurting the
I think it's hurting the community because, like I said, you get the money. But once you get $1, you're not thinking anything else of how to spend it. You're not thinking of all right, let's go and do something productive. All I'm thinking about is just spending it. It's hurting the community in a way that, like you said, it can be something that because we're poor and we never had it before, so now you're thinking like, hey, I want to go spend it, and like you say, go floss, go at a club and buy
bottles?
Bottles, a Moedo, whatever is in right now. I'm not a drinker, so I can't tell you what's the in thing or what's the in alcohol right now. But
Get with it.
so it's definitely hurting. And then once you get that money, and in another way, once you get that money, you spend it, then you're looking a month from now, depending on how much money you have, it might be the next day, but you might go out and impress a girl or impress people out there. You're looking the next day and saying, hey, where did all that money go? You don't have nowhere to no. I mean, you might not can't even afford your rent, so I mean, we have to think smarter as people, and I think it's hurting us in that way.
Yeah, sure, man. What do you think, brother? You think that flossing culture is hurting the Black community? And then explain to me after you explain that why you think it's hurting the Black community, and what and also what's the reason that we got to the flossing culture? You think?
You want to know the reason first?
No, start from is it hurting the Black community, flossing culture in the Black community? Is it helping us? Is it hurting?
Yeah. I mean, I think I would say it's hurting the Black community from a standpoint of just that the younger people looking at that lifestyle and kind of aspiring to that lifestyle, and at times it'll lead a person that would otherwise be good to do bad things to get that money, because without money you can't live that lifestyle. And I do see people that they have a 9-to-5, and it's a good 9-to-5, but yet they'll show up at a party and still try to buy a bottle, right? But like Razor said, collectively they may be in the dance collectively, at the party collectively putting their money together and buying on, and that way they're investing, but there's no return on their investment other than a few drinks for the night, so they get creative. Yeah, so they get creative at the party by investing, but again, there's no return on that. So if we, the three of us, go to a party and we buy a bunch of bottles, that's okay, because I know we all have investments outside of that, right?
I'll speak for yourself. If y'all two go to a party and buy a bottle, because I'm broke.
Well, I can't buy them by myself, so you all have to put together with me. Y'all got to chip in with me. But yeah, so anyway, to get back to the point, it really is not a good look, because again, the younger folks see it and they try to emulate that, and then it just leads them down the wrong path of perhaps doing bad stuff to get that money. And so that's in a way I think it's hurting the Black community. What's your other point?
Like when you pay attention to flossing culture, right? What do you think that deprived from? Where do you think it come from in the community?
Like you all have stated earlier here, a lot of it is from not having, and then maybe getting a little something and rather than taking that and put it in a savings account or try to make something else out of it, maybe spur entrepreneurship or something. You take it and go out and buy a bunch of nice clothes, and then you go to the party and you start buying a bunch of drinks, or like Razor said, you go buy this expensive car that you really can't afford because you have nothing else to fall back on. You buy a car and don't have a house. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You're living in an apartment or with someone else, but you can buy a car that costs that much. That doesn't make a lot of sense. And so I think that's a thing that's not good. But again, there's a lot to look at with that. There's a lot to look at with that.
I'm gonna say something before I go to the next questions for you guys. And I think something I kind of reason why I led Razor with the question a little bit. I really didn't mean to, but I was hoping after I did it that he would touch this. I think a lot of the culture of flossing come from trying to impress people, trying to make people.
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, that's the main thing to be seen. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that it comes to say with not having, trying to make people think that you have enough or you have more of, or you have more than enough. You have guys that you see in party, buy bottles of champagne and pour it on their hand, wash their hands with it, pour it on their shoes, we pour champagne on, on friends. We have guys that flush cash down the toilet.
And can't pay their bills.
And I think it comes from all trying to one up the next person, trying to say, I can do this better than you. I'm better than you at wasting money. And the sense of that is a lot of people not understanding. I mean, in some sense, I guess we all go through it. Coming from a person of poor, I've been in a situation in clubs where I've seen, people buy countless bottles of Moet, countless bottles of other expensive alcohol beverages, and I guess it's a celebration for them. And some people work hard for that. Some people are hustlers. Some people do illegal stuff to get it. But at the end of the day, it's still deprived back to, I want to one-up you. I want to one-up Razor. I want to one-up Short Man. I want to show off for these young ladies, or I want to show off for these guys over here that's watching, to let them know how better than them I really am, how above them I really am. But what a lot of these guys don't know how to invest, don't understand what it takes to invest, don't know how a simple couple of the simple money that they wasted that night could have gone to an investment that probably could make them rich forever. But they don't know these things because I guess sometimes it leads from also, we don't know. We wasn't taught how to manage money when we get money.
Well, something though,
in a good presence to be able to manage money when you get it.
But I think, I get that part, and that is very true. But I also think there are enough examples out there though that they could follow, right? To try to do.
It's hard to follow an example when it's not around you. I can see.
No, that's very true. No, that's absolutely true as well.
No. Yeah, because a lot of people just don't know their stuff, man. There's stuff that I just learned 3 or 4. Razor, Razor can attest to this. There's stuff that I just learned 3, 4, 5 years ago.
I
learned how.
Well, yeah.
Once I'm a person like this. Once I learn how a system works, I learn how to beat it. And it might sound illegalish, but not. It's nothing illegal. I just learn. I put myself into a perspective of knowing how it worked. Now, how do I get around it? Yeah. How do I get around this thing? And it doesn't have to be nothing necessarily illegal. If somebody tell me that, hey, if you put away $50 a month for the next 15 years in this certain thing, you're gonna accumulate this amount of money. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put $200 a month in it instead of $50 a month, because I want to see the turnover, and I want a bigger turnover than it is. I'm never a person that just sit here in one spot. I'm always a person that always look into the future, even when some people don't realize that's what's going on. Because so they're, in some sense, I do believe that flossing culture hurts the community vastly more than a lot of stuff does. But in some sense, I understand why a lot of these guys get to the place that they get to, because when you never had anything before, the joy of having something beats almost anything else. You know, like a person would say, man, I've never felt this way before. You ever never had a pair of shoes, and then you can walk in your house and you have as much pair of shoes as you want to. You can go down the street and anybody look at you and feel like you're somebody when you're coming from a place where you used to feel like you're a nobody. So, you know, even though I'm saying I understand, I'm not saying I agree with what's being done, because I do believe that it's hurting the community. Because I do see a lot of young dudes, young kids aspire to be the guy that throws liquor on their friends, aspire to be the guy that wash their hands with champagne. And I don't know how, I don't see anything positive about that. It's not really a negative, but I don't see how me aspiring to be a guy that wash my hand with champagne is going to help anybody in my community.
It's good for the night.
But yeah, and to make another point, you know, it's like this. If you can do it, it's fine. You know, my thing with it is when you can't do it, and
I ain't even gonna agree with you on that, Razor. I'm even if you can do it, wasting good cash flow to put back into the community just to one up somebody, I think that's detrimental to the community, because there's a lot of people that have cash that they can waste. But even now, you might have some cash that you can waste.
no.
But can 5-6 years from now, would you be able to waste that cash still? You may be in an opportunity where you can't. And that's what I'm saying. And that's where the hurt comes from, is for me demonstrating to somebody that money doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like
living for the moment.
This is nothing.
Well. My point is to it wasn't really to say wasteful, but just having fun, you know, because sometimes you want to go and have fun, like you might want to go on a vacation and you want to do something nice.
That's different. Vacation.
Yeah,
you going on a vacation and you pouring thousands of dollars of liquor on the floor in a club. Vacation, I don't consider vacation flossing. I'm talking about pouring liquor on a club. You know, I'm not trying to undermine your point or step on your point, but what I'm saying is that now it hurts for somebody else to see it and idolize doing that. You know why a lot of people do it? Because they see somebody else doing it.
Yeah. And they want
to outdo that person.
They want to be looked at as being big, right? They want to be looked at. You know, they want all the ladies in the party and all the fellas in the party to know that they're doing it big.
Yep.
I mean, bottom line, right? Exactly. They're doing it big.
You know, so given I'm not criticizing, but I am criticizing in some form. But I'm not saying that if you have it, you can't go out and have fun with your money, go on vacation and stuff. But literally pouring alcohol on the floor, doing the most with extravagant things to impress somebody else, I don't see how that helped the community at all.
You know what the difference is? The difference is with some people that have it and can do it. There are some people that can do it. They don't do it all the time. They have it and they can do it all the time, but they don't do it all the time because they have it and they know better. I'm talking about the people that week in and week out, every big party, you see them and they're trying to do the same thing. Like, I'm
not even just talking about them. I'm talking about in general. Just you know, it's your money. So at the end of the day, you do whatever you want to do with it. But once you do it in public, you leave it open for me to now make my decision to criticize or to construct my own opinion about what I think going on. And my opinion is, if you out there pouring liquor on a chick, you wasting money. You pouring liquor on your friend. Well, I guess I'm guilty of it. You wasting money. It's just that, and that's just the fact. So I'm not even going to be hypocritical and act like some of the stuff out there that I've never done or that we don't do. But at the same time, it's still a waste of money. And that's the point that I'm trying to get to. It's never a situation where it should be okay that we're teaching the next generation, or we're making the people around us who look up to us or look at us as we're in a different class than them to think that this is okay to make them believe that this money that you might have stumbled upon or worked hard enough to get doesn't mean anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
I definitely don't agree that we should be promoting that.
Yeah.
I don't think we should promote that. Heck no.
Yeah, because here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have the same thing happen over and over again. That's been happening. You're gonna have people in our community who don't understand how money works. You know, Razor is lucky to be one of the people in his family that understand how money works, so he can put together his family and put together himself to do better and to know better. And Sharpman was saying that there's examples out there, but sometimes the example is out there, but you don't know how they come up with it. Because there's a lot of time I see stuff that I want to do, but I don't know how to get to it. And sometimes when you're looking it up, you don't get all of the information. So it's discouraging for me to be like, I can't do this because I can't find the information to do.
You get bits and pieces.
Yes, because a lot of people in our community won't share that with you. They won't tell you how to get to the bag, as people would say. They'll tell you that, it's down the street. Where down the street? Just walk down there. You might walk past the bag.
Yeah. No,
Because,
very true.
and then, to your point, then, like you said, they're not telling you because they want to feel superior above you. So they don't want to see you get it because they always want to feel like, hey, I'm above this person. I don't want us to be on the same level, which, it shouldn't be our mentality. It should be like, hey, if I could help you get it, I want to see you on the same level as me. I don't care if you even surpass me, I help you. And that's what we should be doing.
I always say there's room for everyone. And that's what some people don't realize. There's room for everybody to eat and do good. Because none of us think alike. So there's room for everybody to eat and do good. I always say that. And I stand by that.
And you know what's crazy? I'm a person like this. Even if I find out a scam and I know it work, I'm telling my friends. All my friends can tell you that. If I find out something, it's a scam, it works. I'm calling you and I'm gonna tell you, hey,
we do not promote
we're not promoting scamming. We're not promoting scamming. And I've never been in that situation before. But I'm just saying, if I was in that situation, I'd spread it with my friends. That's all I'm saying. But
if I found a scam.
Yeah, if I ever found a scam, which I most likely will never find one because I don't go looking for scams. But yeah, man, I like to share, with my friends. Like I'm saying, not just about a scam, but if you find any information that can uplift yourself or uplift people, I share it with people. And I think that when a guy in a party doing certain things, like I don't have a problem with a guy buying certain clothes, wearing certain things, but here's when my problem come in, is when, maybe if you pour one bottle or two bottles of champagne on your friend to celebrate their birthday party, that's not a problem. But my problem comes in hand is when a guy buy 2 or 3 cases and just stand there and his friends are pouring the champagne on his hands and he's washing his hands with the champagne, or he's just pouring champagne on the floor just to do it. I mean,
that's OC, man.
That's idiotic to me.
That's OC, man. Yeah.
And you gonna have some people watch it and say, you guys are just haters. What you don't know.
Whoa. I absolutely reject that. I reject that anyone call us haters. Because guess what? Like I said, I believe we can all do good. We can all go out and have a good time, but we should promote people, being successful, people doing things that's going to make them successful rather than going out watching the foolishness all the time or somebody pouring out a whole case of champagne.
Instead of me pouring it, I'm going to come and say, hey, Shaw, man, have a liquor. Have one of them.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Share it.
but that's not the mindset of some of these guys. It's the one-up game.
Yeah.
And hey, flossing is a thing like this, man. I think there's a lot of fake flossers out there, but that's beneath the point.
Yeah.
I think it hurts that you see someone doing something and it's so extravagant that your mindset automatically goes to, that's what I got to do to be successful. And that's not success. That's not success, especially in our community. That's far from success, and this is what we got to learn to share with each other and to let other people know that, a guy wearing $5,000 worth of clothing is and living in the projects or an apartment complex that he can barely stay safe in isn't flossing.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that isn't flossing. That's stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, save that 5,000, maybe 3-4 years. You might have 100,000, 50,000 a down payment on the house.
I was just about to say, save that 5,000, put another 5 on it. He probably can put his down payment on his first home. So he can get out of certain areas. But and I don't want to completely knock people because, like I said before, sometimes we don't know, and a lot of people don't know. People seriously don't know. And
seriously.
And a lot of people in our community associate wealth with things. Seeing a guy with a nice car, or seeing a guy with a nice chain, or seeing a guy with a nice shoes on, they automatically think that he has money. But when you go to this person, like I seen a girl put it, and I said this last week on the live podcast. I seen a girl put on Facebook, say a lot of these guys seem so financially stable until you're in a relationship with them. Then all of a sudden you're like, where the money at, bro? So I laugh at it when I saw it, but it makes sense because I know exactly, I've seen it happen so many times. But yeah, the culture is definitely hurting. The flossing culture is hurting our community. And this is just part one of it. We're going to do a part two. We're going to get the ladies in here opinion. And then I think we're probably going to do a part three also, just to sum up of what we think of us, our opinion, ours and the ladies' opinion, and get that together.
So when you see me in my old beat up squeaky car, I don't have it.
Man, when you see me out here at the bus stop, don't laugh at the player. Don't laugh at the player at all. I'm just trying to get to one destination to the other. That's why you should watch my videos. So, maybe can get a car.
Yeah, go like, subscribe, and share so we can get a car.
So we can get cars. So we can be ballers. Because obviously we're haters. But anyway, it's the Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sharp Peoples. I'm here with my brothers, just having an exciting conversation. I'm here with Razor. I'm here with Sharp Man. Bros, one day we all gonna have to just stop being haters. But that day ain't today. So let's drop a bomb for them. Like, subscribe, share, man. Jump in the comment section and drop some comments. Tell us if you agree. Give us your opinion on this. Tell us what you're talking about. Tell us if you agree what we're talking about. Jump in the community tab and check out everything that we got going on up there, man. We out of here. Another bomb while we roll.